Hello everyone, and welcome to a programming tutorial on the Future Programmer YouTube channel. Today, we're going to start learning about Matplotlib, a data science package in Python that specializes in data visualization. This library allows us to create beautiful visualizations of big data. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Matplotlib is a data visualization library in Python that can be used to create all sorts of plots, charts, diagrams, and so on. To install this package onto your computer, we can use the command pip install matplotlib in our terminal. So I'm going to copy and paste this command into a command prompt window. Since I already have matplotlib and its dependencies installed, I can see requirement already satisfied for all of these packages. For you, you'll likely see the installation progress bars for these packages. Now, if you see an error telling you that pip is not a recognized command, I will leave a video on the upper right-hand corner of your screen showing you how to fix that problem. Now that we have Matplotlib installed, let's learn how to create a static plot using it. The first thing that we want to do is to import the pyplot module of the Matplotlib package. This module provides the most basic and commonly used graphing utilities that we'll need. The pyplot module is typically imported under the alias plt. This is the industry standard convention for importing matplotlib.pyplot. So you'll almost always see the import statement, import matplotlib.pyplot as plt in any data science project. Some people like to write this as from matplotlib import pyplot as plt, but this statement is the exact equivalent of this statement. They do the exact same thing. So I'm going to just run this line right here, and now we can reference the matplotlib.pyplot module using the alias plt. To create a simple plot, we can use the plt.plot function. It takes two parameters, x and y. This function is going to create a graph of points. The x parameter right here is going to contain a list of the x coordinates of our points, and y is going to contain a list of our y coordinates of our points. After we call the plt.plot function, after we create the plot, we can display the plot using the plt.show method. So here I have two lists, x and y, both containing 5 numbers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as the x coordinates, and the y coordinates is 4, 3, 1, 2, 6. We can pass x and y into plt.plot and then call plt.show to show the graph. As you can see, our plot is a line of points connected by a blue line. The first point on our graph is going to be at 1, 4. It has an x coordinate of 1 and a y coordinate of 4 right here. And that is reflected in our x and y lists as 1, 4. And you may guess that the second point is going to be 2, 3, and you would be correct. As you can see here, at the x coordinate of 2 and the y coordinate of 3, we have a point on our graph. You can also graph more points using the range function, for instance. There are also other ways of doing this, but we have the range function containing all of the whole numbers between -100 and 101. Using list comprehension, I will square all of the x values and pass x and y into plt.plot. After that, I will call plt.show. Once again, this is important. You have to call this. And we can see a nice parabola of a quadratic function plotted on our screen. You can also graph multiple lines on one plot by calling the plt.plot function multiple times before calling plt.show after all of the plt.plot function calls. So here I import the math module, I create the x values, and then the y values is going to be, first of all, a sine graph, a sine function of the x values. And then the second y list is going to be the cosine values of our x. So we'll call plt.plot first for the sine graph, and then we'll call plt.plot for the cosine graph. After both of these are done, we call plt.show, and we can see this nice graph containing a sine wave and a cosine wave on our screen. There is so much more that Matplotlib can do, and in the future videos of this tutorial series, we will continue to learn how to use Matplotlib to perform data visualization using Python. I hope you found this Matplotlib tutorial video helpful. If you want to learn more about programming, please consider subscribing down below. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section. With that said, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in more tutorials.